If you lost your hearing, your confidence that music makes life better would go down? Possibly, potentially?
Potentially.
What is music?
What is music? Um,
So, it can be any conclusion.
mm-hmm.
That means something to you. Something. The more meaningful it is, the more meaningful the conversation will be. And you're okay if I record?
Yes.
Awesome. Thanks for stopping. And you're just out for a stroll?
Well, I was looking for the Peace Choir. Did you see them?
Yeah, they went that way.
They were going to walk around the lake, so maybe they'll be around by the time we finish.
Yeah, when I drove up, they were all kind of congregated right around here. And then by the time I got to my parking spot, they had moved going around clockwise. Yeah. Okay. So did I explain what I was doing well enough?
I think so.
Okay.
I've been thinking about.
Something to talk about?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Perfect. Okay. What's your... Do you want to give your first name?
Lisa.
Lisa. Good to meet you, Lisa. And again, my name's David. And great. So, is there something that you have in mind that you want to explore? I have ways of kind of generating
Well, yeah.
ideas too.
I was thinking that the topic that we could talk about, it's not controversial really, is that music makes life better.
Music makes life better. Using my other marker. Cool. How confident are you about that?
I'm very confident about that.
Would you be comfortable putting yourself on a scale? 0 to 100, 0 no confidence, 100% confidence, I can't be wrong.
100%.
Okay. You can't be wrong about this.
No.
Okay. What is the reason that supports your 100% confidence the most?
Ooh, well, I guess I have my own experience. That would
Experience?
probably be the biggest reason is my own experience.
Like personal experience?
Personal experience. Yeah, I've been exposed to music and playing music since I was very, very young. And yeah, either playing or observing, and in the years in my late 20s or 30s, in the years when I wasn't actively involved in music, I think my life wasn't as good. So from my own perspective, it makes everything better. And then not just my own, but yes, that's the number one reason, I guess, is from my own perspective.
Hmm. Okay. When you say better, what do you mean by better?
Oh, richer. Um, it is a whole extra. Well, it might not be extra. Maybe it's integral to everybody. But if you don't have it in your life, it seems like an extra thing, right? And so it's this language it provides, or there are different people than you might normally run into are involved in music. So there's like an extra community, communities that don't speak the same language, can interact because they interact on the basis of music. They interact through music. It's a good way to communicate with people who maybe aren't that good at communicating normally, people to people.
So it's like a second language that provides a sense of community to the people that are taking part in it.
Yes. And I think not only taking part in it, if you think about like how many weeks ago was the Olympia Symphony right here? And there were hundreds of people that were experiencing that, that were experiencing what was happening. There were three different orchestras that were playing, right? So there's a lot of people, and then you could hear it from far away. So it provided something really positive for the whole community that happened to come through the park.
Hmm. Yeah, they used to have it up at the Capitol, and I think this year
This
was
year it
the
was here.
first year
Yeah,
that they had it here.
right. Now that there's grass here,
Yeah.
this is a much better place than it was a couple of years ago, and I hope they have a lot of things here. What a great picnic tables. It's like this is a good park.
Yeah, great scenery.
Great scenery.
I have got a buddy that helps out with the landscaping here, and he'll be glad to hear
Yes.
your
Kudos
your
to
compliments
him.
about the grass and stuff. So that's cool.
I think it's been a decades-long struggle.
uh, is there anything that we can quantify with your idea of better?
Wow. I guess, wow, not that I'm prepared to talk about, but boy, there's a lot written um, to that end that does quantify. Um, so I don't know what to tell you. I mean, what I have read or observed, like in little kids, they can communicate quite early. They understand. They can copy rhythms. They can absorb more music than you would expect. But maybe if we all started reading and knowing about these things, we wouldn't be surprised by it. So that's not numbers, but that's
And you said you don't necessarily have to be playing the music for it to be beneficial to you, just kind of hearing it sometimes, listening
sure.
to
You
it.
see people react to it in their bodies, right? They move, they dance. So you don't have to be playing it.
Mm. Is there anything that would raise you're 100%,
Yeah.
but is there anything that you could learn that could actually make you even more confident than that?
Oh, I think so. I mean, I'm always on the path about learning more. Myself, I play music, and so I'm always trying to, enhance my own knowledge. And my own knowledge, I'm learning new things. That's really satisfying to me. So, yeah, I think so. I could learn about different types of music. I could learn another instrument. I interact with people frequently to get their musical perspective on things. And so, yeah, it just opens lots of doors. So, would that increase my opinion more than 100% that it's a good thing? Uh, possibly, possibly. I could meet somebody super fantastic, and that would open up other doors for me because, uh, you know, people are multifaceted. So somebody who I meet, if I'm talking about music, could open me to another dimension of thinking. I think that's possible.
So an example of something that might raise your confidence in this is maybe meeting somebody that would possibly introduce you to other forms of music, and that would make your life richer and better.
Hmm. Other forms of music, sure. To something that I wasn't aware of that they're doing or experiencing.
Okay. Is there anything that would lower your confidence in this?
I can't think of something that would. Confidence in the basic tenet that music makes everything better.
Yeah, music makes life better. Is there anything, including in your imagination, that would cause you to go from 100 to 99, say?
Well, I suppose if I lost my ability to sense the music, if I lost my hearing or something, that might lower my opinion.
If you lost your hearing, your confidence that music makes life better would go down? Possibly, potentially?
Potentially.
What is music?
What is music? Um, well, music is sound. It is sound that is produced or just happens, um, and the sounds are related to each other in a particular way. I think either it happens in nature and we call it music because we recognize that there are sounds that are related in a certain way. Um, this is purely coming from you just asking me this. I don't know what would happen if we looked up a official definition, but I think that's a good start.
Sounds in a relationship
To each other.
to each other?
Hmm. More than one sound.
Okay. Can you think of any style of music that would make life worse?
No, that's kind of not fair. I mean, there's styles of music I don't particularly like, but that would make life worse in general. There's a lot of types of music that types of the population don't like, right? Like a lot of people don't like loud, super loud music or metal, for example, that might be hard to understand. If it's hard to understand and it's loud and it kind of attacks you, that might make that might make life worse for the people that are experiencing it negatively. But the people who are producing it or performing it, if they get a chance to perform it outside for a lot of people, I think it would increase their experience.
Mm. It's making me think of, and I don't remember the details exactly, but sometime back in the 80s, uh, the U.S. government, I think, were trying to get people to come out of um,
Oh yeah,
like a,
Panama, right? The guy.
yeah, was it Noriega
Yeah, it was
maybe?
Noriega.
Okay,
They were
so
blasting music at him. Yeah,
yeah, and I think it was like heavy metal or something like that, right?
right.
I can't
Anything.
remember what band.
Yes, I remember that.
So I
That's like
guess would that be in?
psychological warfare, right? Trying to produce something negative. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess that comes to mind when I'm thinking of, well, how could music make your life worse?
Yeah. Too much of it that you couldn't get away from in a style you didn't like.
Hmm. Is there a way to tell if this was true or not true, music makes life better? Is there like a test that
I'm
we could
sure
perform?
we could. I don't know with just us here, but I think I can't imagine a survey you would do that would produce a result to the contrary.
Mm. So there is one. You just can't think of one right now, or
No, I can't imagine of a survey. If you ask anybody any question about does music positively impact your life in some way,
Mhm.
I don't think you would find people that would say no.
Hypothetically, if we asked every person coming around the lake, and what percentage of the amount of people that we asked would have to say no for you to lower your confidence about this?
A 100.
Okay.
If 100% of the people you asked, and of course we'd need to know why.
Yeah, and clarify the terms and stuff.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think if all of them said that, I understood the reason. I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting. Can't quite see it.
It's hard to imagine.
Yeah, that's the word.
But it would take all of them to say no to this for you to reconsider.
I think I was wrong. Yeah. Or wrong about other people. I guess I'm not going to be wrong about myself, but wrong about that this is universally true.
Cool. You have any questions for me?
I think it'd be interesting for you to keep asking that question to people, but it's not controversial, like I said. Do I have questions for you? Well, I don't know anything about you and your YouTube channel, but I'll have to take a look. You've been doing it for a long time?
Not a year.
And why? There's a one. Like, why?
Why am I doing it?
Why are you doing it?
It's a way for me to connect with my community and
your community of
Olympia mainly, but it doesn't necessarily need to stop there. YouTube is obviously online, so anybody around the world can kind of be in my community in that way.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, mainly in my Olympia community and the surrounding region, and give a space for the members of my community to explore conclusions that they may not really have a good grasp on how they arrived at the conclusion. I think that if the members of our community had a better grasp on how they arrive at conclusions, it's likely that they'll make better decisions.
Mm-hmm. You get into politics ever?
Yeah, we talk about politics, religion, aliens, Bigfoot, all kinds of stuff. I think beliefs affect behavior, and behavior affects the rest of us. And so that's why I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that is the essence of critical thinking, which you said. Yeah. How do you do you have a sense of how you arrived at your belief?
Yeah. Give them a chance to explore it, because it's likely that a lot of us are just walking around believing things without knowing why we believe it, or if the reasons that we're using to support it match the confidence that we have in it being true.
Excellent questions.
Thanks so much for participating.
Thanks for having me.
It's really coming down.
like I said, I'm down here often, so if you ever want to have another chat about something,
I need to come here more often. I hardly am here, but
It's really coming
yeah,
down.
it's a nice place, and today's a perfect day.
yeah,
Wish I
yeah,
had come on my bike in retrospect so I could catch those people.
yeah.
Some friends of mine are in it. Several friends of mine are in the Peace Choir, and I got a little bit hung up earlier, so I didn't get here when they started.
Yeah. So what is that all about?
The Peace Choir is
Yeah.
a pretty cool project. It's over 100 people, and they get together and they practice. And today, I think they were singing songs that people know, so other people could sing with them. And it's people of any ability and any like cognitive ability too. So there's older people, younger people, developmentally disabled people, and it's pretty beautiful that they are able to make. They have a dynamic director, and they make beautiful stuff, beautiful music.
Cool. Yeah. Well, maybe they'll make it back around. Do you know where they started?
It's really
I
coming
thought right
down.
here. I mean,
Okay.
I think I arrived like 25 minutes late, so you saw them and they went that way.
No,
and
they went that way.
Oh, whichever way.
Yeah.
What I understood the event was to walk around the lake. So
Got it.
I didn't actually know they were really going to walk around the lake. Walk to the lake, but it seems like they did if they went that way, and we don't see them now. So
Wow. Okay. Cool. Well, thanks again.
you're
that
welcome.
was great.
You're welcome. I hope you get other people with interesting ideas. to
Yeah, me too.
explore. And I'll check out your channel if I can find it.
Great. Yeah.
What's your name again?
My name's David,
David.
and that picture that you took,
Uh-huh.
it's got the little QR code down at the
Yeah, I
bottom.
tried to use the QR code reader too, and it didn't exactly pop up. YouTube started to open, but then it couldn't open. So I will try it again with the picture.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. You
Thanks
got
so
yourself
much.
A nice spot. Good luck.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.